Hey, welcome back. I timed my start with a car going by. The guy below me turned off his music, so I'm having trouble talking. But it might be okay. We'll see what happens. I was thinking the music that he's playing kind of reminds me. This is kind of a weird reference, but there's an N64 game called NBA on NBC. Showtime or something. It's a basketball game. It's like a sequel to NBA Jam. And before you start the game, there's this beat that's like boop 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 boop. And whenever I hear his music, I'm like, it kind of sounds like he's playing NBA Jam down there. I wanted to go. I think you just go up here now. Oh, I don't know how this next part's gonna work because you have to get 9 Sky Temple keys and they're kind of like all over the place. But in the walkthrough, it says there's this Sonic Boom item that you can get. I'm just gonna get that today. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna get it. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. Save the planet from disaster. What was my note today? Sonic Boom. Did I want to talk about suffering? I don't like suffering. I think it's bad. Just in the context of the Old Testament and thinking about God and suffering and stuff. I already talked about it too much, probably. Next week I'll talk about Leviticus. That'll be fun. I don't think I'm really gonna read Leviticus. I'll just be like, oh, I get the idea. It is kind of interesting. I'm sure I'm copying somebody. Somebody said this that I'm copying. Like, it's kind of weird. There's 613 laws in the Old Testament. It's kind of interesting the laws they decided to pick and the laws they decided not to include, like slavery. They didn't say it was bad to have slaves. We live in the morality of money. The modern age. And that's good and bad. Like, money gives you things like food and shelter, and it makes you less angry. The reason why the people in the Middle East are terrorists is because they don't have food. They're poor and they're angry. Because the Old Testament says kill people. The Old Testament says kill people, but you don't see Jews in America like murdering people. It's because they got money. They don't want to kill people. It's like a lot of effort to kill people. And there's just like, I want my apartment and my house and my car, and like killing people is like a second job. It's like a lot of work. I don't want to do that. And then like you kill someone and then their family's sad? What? I don't want to do that. Why would I want to do that? Well, it says in the Old Testament that if you do that, then God will be happy with you and you'll get stuff. But it's like, oh, I already got stuff. What do I need God to be happy with me? Like, I got food and stuff already. What more does he want to give me? That's why it's nice to be a Christian, because it's like, pray to God for forgiveness and be nice to people And then you go to heaven. That's all you have to do. You don't have to follow the 613 rules in the Old Testament, like the shellfish, and I keep saying that, but that's the one that always comes to mind. Like, you're not supposed to eat animals that tread on the ground with 4 hooves or whatever. The New Testament, Jesus makes it simple. Love your neighbor, love God. What does that mean? I don't know. Figure it out. Just be nice. But don't be so strict about all these rules. Like, just be nice and help people. Like, just... What would Jesus do? What would I do? Just whenever you're going to do something, just think about Jesus. What would I do? That's all you really got to do. And then pray if you do something wrong and you hurt somebody. And just pray to God and say, I'm sorry, help me to do better next time. And then you'll go to heaven. I'm not going to promise you earthly wealth, but I'll promise you eternal life. That's not so bad. So I like being a Christian. I do. And I'm glad Jesus came. Even if he wasn't really God, which most people don't believe, but I'm glad at least he came and he made people say, well, the Old Testament, we don't have to follow it exactly the way it says. Like, just try to be nicer to people. Maybe we would have figured that out eventually, and we would have just had our Martin Luthers and be like, don't be so strict about rules and love everybody. But Jesus sped that process and he had to die for it, so I think we can thank Jesus for the things we have today, like the society, the nicer society, and not the strictness of the laws and stuff. Even if you're not a Christian, maybe that can help you appreciate Jesus a little bit more. I don't know. Do whatever you want. Okay, I'm in the Agons, and there's a Sonic thing in here, maybe? I'm gonna see what it says. Dark Aether, Ingon Waste. Sonic Boom. Light Aether. Aether. Sand processing. Where's sand processing? Aegon Temple, Mine Shaft. I like this place because it's small. Oh, is it? Did I just see it? Where was it? Was it this? Sand Cache? No. Command Center. Here it is. Okay. Use a half pipe and sand pipe to boost up small tunnel, roll back and bomb. Scan the sand control system to activate. You'll get a missile expansion. Backtrack to the main reactor. Oh. Here. Go through the dark door to get to the command center. Okay, I have to go to the command center and go into the portal there. So just keep going straight. Remember when we were here so long ago? That is kind of fun that you do backtrack, but it's like fun to backtrack. I don't know. Go straight, stupid. Where's the door? I remember this was the episode where I was talking about that Solve for Happy book and like the brain thing. I didn't really stick to that whole calling your brain Brian and being like, hey, why are you thinking such weird stuff? But I guess I've taken a piece of that and applied it because I am happier and I do try to think about my thoughts differently. I just don't think about it the way I thought about it before. Trouble keeps you running faster. save the planet from disaster. Sonic Boom. Any little tiny notes we could talk about for the next 5 minutes? I talked too long yesterday. You're supposed to remind me 15 minutes. Remind me in 15 minutes not to stop talking. Keep going straight, keep going straight, keep going straight, keep going straight. Where's the door? Where's the door? Where's the door? My tummy's rumbling. To make some chicken soup because it's snowing. I had a snow day today. I guess kids, I don't have snow days anymore. Because yesterday I went to church and one of the kids there was like talking to my parents and they're like, oh yeah, we're probably not going to have school tomorrow. We're going to have a virtual day. I don't know what that means. I never had a virtual day. Does that mean you do the whole school day and the teacher's there and everything and you are on the computer though? That seems like torture. Like, no, kids should have snow days. Give the kids their snow days. But maybe a virtual day is just like, well, you do some homework online and then you can have your snow day. I wouldn't mind that. Like, a couple hours on, do extra homework, and tomorrow we'll talk about it. But I never had a virtual anything with school, like a virtual class or anything. And I don't know. Maybe I would have liked it better than actually going to class. But how does that work? Do they call on you? Is it like a Google Meet with all the kids? Can't be. I mean, those kids are like 10 years old. They're going to sit at a computer all day? Looking at a screen? There's no way. In my mind, I'm thinking about like Ferris Buellerian ways to get out of that. Like you record a video of yourself and you upload it or something. So that the teacher thinks you're there. And then if they call on you, I don't know. Maybe you're just like constantly muted. I don't know how to do it. But like, how would you get out of work? Having to go to those virtual classes. Did I talk about anything today? Steven Crowder. Pass a law where you can't run presidential ads. Oh yeah, I did want to talk about that. I guess because I've been watching The West Wing and they've been talking about that too. But I mean, I know this, but the billions of dollars they spend on presidential ads, and they don't do anything. Presidential ads don't convince anybody. The only reason people run presidential ads is because the other side is running it. And if they didn't run theirs, then it'd be like, oh, it's only one guy running? I guess I'll vote for the one guy who's running. Because the other guy, he doesn't care about running? He's not going to do any ads? So the politicians are stuck. They have to run the ads. But the ads don't do anything. I mean, there's a ton of research that's like, ads don't convince people to vote. So then what's the point of running them, right? I guess to show people your position? But those ads don't show positions. They're like 20 seconds long and they're like, Joe Biden voted for this thing. But it's always mischaracterized and just not in context and dumb. And it's not really informing people. It's just like, what can we say in 20 seconds that could convince people to not vote for the other person? So I think Congress needs to pass a law that says no more ads. There should be, I don't know how to do this, and I've mentioned it before, there should be a nonpartisan governmental agency, like the CBO, which I talked about last week. The CBO works pretty well. Have an agency like that that just controls elections. It controls the debates. It makes sure everything's even. Everybody's getting fair airtime or whatever. I don't know. Just make it. There needs to be that, because what we have right now is stupid. New mission data available. But I want to get to Sonic Boom. Yeah, I know. I do like that they don't tell you right away where to go. They're just like, you can wander around. Go to the dark. Head through the Oasis. Access Dark Oasis Hall of the Stars. Warriors Walk. Did I go the wrong way? No. Oh yeah. Hall of Stairs, not stars. Use a save station and continue onto Bitterwell and phase on site. Yeah, I'm supposed to go back. Whoops, I went the wrong way. I just wanted to go through that green door. That was fun. I have to get the Sonic Boom today, because that's all I've been doing is just wandering around. And then tomorrow I'll go to the Light Temple. And then I have to figure out how to do the next part of this game, which is getting the 9 light keys to get to the final boss. I don't know how that's going to work, because it's just going to be me reading the walkthrough. I don't know what to do. Sonic Boom, Sonic Boom. And I need to go up here, so go to the left. I mean, you could take... It's the way it's run now, it just seems so out of control, right? The money and politics stuff. If you had a government agency control it, you wouldn't be wasting so much money, and you could do other stuff with that money. I don't know what you'd do with it. I mean, most of the money just comes from rich people, and what are they going to spend the money on? Like, yachts and stuff anyway, so I don't know. But it does seem like billions of dollars. Imagine if we gave all that money to healthcare or feed people. Oops. Some guy from church texted me and he's like, let's do an axe throwing get together. I don't want to do that. That guy's nice though. He tries to do stuff. He was the guy who organized the basketball thing, and every church kind of needs a guy like that who's like, let's do stuff. Let's have fun. Because otherwise you're just going to church and talking about God, and it's... Some people won't stick around for that. But they'll be like, hey, I mean, this guy wants to do an axe throwing thing. That's fun. Let's do that. Maybe I'll stick around for the God stuff after, too. But yeah, I don't really want to do axe throwing, if I'm honest. What is the point of axe throwing? You just kind of go and throw an axe at a target? Is that fun? It's this one. To the left. I hope the Sonic Boom thing is good. Or that I didn't get it already. Okay, I'm at the phase. Oh, I bet it's that thing to the left. Let's go. Right? Phase on site where you encounter Silver Dog Talon Metroids. Make sure you scan them. Use a light beam. When you're out of the way, head to the middle platform. Use the screw attack to reach the elevator door. Yeah. Look out for the Metroids. They want to suck on your brains. Stay away from me. It is amazing how influential the movie Alien was on things. I mean, I really like Alien. It's a great movie. But when you watch it, you're like, well, it's crazy that this influenced so many things. Like, these are basically just face huggers. And a big part of that movie is the design of everything. Like, the face huggers are so cool looking, and the aliens crazy. But it's just a slasher movie, right? It's just like a lady in space running away from an alien. But it's just one of the best movies ever made, and so I guess it influences stuff. Let's see what this is. Sonic boom, sonic boom. What does it do? This powerful attack uses 5 missiles. Oh, they all use so many missiles. I need more missile upgrades. Using the Annihilator beam, press and hold A to charge, then press Y to fire. Let's see. That's like a super sonic boom. Boom. That's pretty cool. Does it make a cool sound? I can't hear. Is it like the depth charges? I think they did a depth charge in The Mandalorian, right? That's fan service, but that's the good fan service. Like, I want to hear the depth charge again, where it's like, boom. It's like really quiet, and it's like, boom. It's cool. That's the best part of the Clone Wars, the movie, is the depth charges. That's the truth. The best part of that movie. Clone Wars, I think, is the worst of the prequels, right? Phantom Menace is kind of a mess story-wise. Like, there's a bunch of weird stuff happening in it. But it's the first movie, and it's just kind of a good, little fun adventure. But Attack of the Clones is... That's when you realize, I guess, that this series is kind of a mess, and it's not gonna be good. And Darth Vader is this kind of whiny kid. It doesn't really work. It just isn't fair. Okay. I went over again. Ugh, sorry. I went over 8 minutes again. Somehow. How is that possible? That can't be right. Okay. See you tomorrow. Bye.